Hey, good morning, and how are you guys doing today? I hope amazing. So we're back with some more writing on our novel. Today we're doing pretty much casual revisions and stuff like that. Um, I obviously re um, subscribed. I was really having a hard time finding that word for some reason, and so we have access to being able to do stuff on this novel crafter today. Sorry about Wednesday, to be honest. Kind of semi-awake here, and so I will have my stuff together in just a little bit. Hopefully, super soon. We've got our notes from last time. Not sure exactly what we're doing with our notes. Okay, so honestly, at this point, I know where we're at in the story, um, which is good. I know what I think I still need to change. Not happy with everything about it, but for the most part, it's going good. Um, I really do think we still need to actually add another character in here, but I'm willing to kind of test this out and see exactly what I think. Okay. So this is where we landed last Friday. Victoria Space Station, blah blah. I really kind of do think that I need to look over the implanting the AI section and stuff like that and make it make more sense. Just to be honest, but that's its own thing in a second. And so, should we kind of see what kind of actions we have here? Well, I'll have to check that out later. Okay, arriving back at Trags. I noticed Salvador and Trag were in full swing. I feel that that's horribly written, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, so this is Trag grabbing some people. I really do kind of think we need to add in a generalist here. Like some kind of other magic user that we're gonna take. And so I'm not exactly sure where to go with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop forward to where we get to right here. We'll go over. I feel Zach needs better explanation on his gear. Honestly, like Zach needs more gear. See right here, I think that we add somebody in this section with Blake and Toby. Okay, likely over the weekend I'm gonna touch some of this stuff up a bunch. I need to figure out how to add new chapters in here, which honestly I don't know how to do at this point. So that'll be a experiment this weekend and figure out, hey, how do we actually add chapters and crap, right? Hey, good morning, Avalonis. I hope you're doing great. I've got coffee here, so I am waking up. I've drank probably a cup out of here, honestly, already, but who knows? So we're at chapter 6 anyway. That's we're slowly making it through this. I still need to add two chapters. Kind of mixed bag. I think that the one chapter is going to come somewhere like right in here, like something like that. I don't know. Basically, we need to add a chapter where he delves into the AI itself, learning a whole bunch of information that the rest of the people wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? And so Okay, so that's them on the ship already. Okay, so let's go over this. Let's figure out exactly what we're doing. We went down the docking corridor connecting the cargo ship to the space station. So I know that we wanted to change this. This is not going to be a skeleton crew anymore. Um, and a few other things. We know we're going to introduce the captain. So that's a character. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I literally haven't thought through this captain well enough to, well, I just haven't thought through this captain very well. We're going to make it Akio's best friend. Because Akio goes down all nobly. Let's figure out a good captain name, guys. I don't really have one right off the bat though, so. Mm. You know what? I don't want to throw filler right here, but we're gonna go Avi Blake. Does that sound good enough for a captain? Anybody? If anybody has a, hey, I think Avi Blake is a horrible name, let me know. It's about to be real. We can change it later. I guess it really doesn't matter, right? Okay, and we'll just put this, boom. Why am I captain in wrong? I probably need to make up a name for our cargo ship eventually too, guys. That's not going to happen this second. I'll probably add to that though later on. Okay. Seems you can tell. Okay, we went entered into the ship's main quarter area. We're just going to go like this, get rid of seamed right off the bat, because we're fully, um, we're going to want a full crew on this. The ship was being ran. Okay, let's get rid of that. we entered into the ship's main cargo quarters area. Feel like this needs to be moved around, but let's get the rest of this crap out here. Let's change out this to commanded. Don't understand why we would enter into the main quarter area. That doesn't actually make sense, just to be honest. I don't feel that we'd walk onto a ship and be in the main. Um, I don't feel that that would happen like that. We'll just call it boarding area for right now, because that sounds good. I'm gonna make sure I have sound, because I always worry about, hey, are they actually hearing what I'm saying, or am I just sitting here in front of a camera quietly talking to myself, you know? Okay, we entered into the ship's main boarding area. The ship was being run. Let's see. Okay, it was fully crewed. Okay, so we're gonna have. I don't know why. Oh, I forgot the N. That's always what happens. You forget an N on Androids. It's not Androids anymore, guys. Okay. I'm not really loving that section, but we have got the what we want in there. We did change it from a partially crewed ship to a hey, this is fully crewed now. I feel that back here. Okay, I'm leaving all this turret stuff the same. The watched. Let's look over this. We watched the arrival monitors. See, this is where we're gonna change this. I really think that we need to actually switch up the arrived. There's so much I think I need to change in here already, guys. It's kind of sad. This weekend, I'm gonna get everything switched up to where we're actually on the solid move forward, footing. But there are minor details I want to change back there. I just don't think that this morning is the best point to try to flip them out right now. So let's. And I kind of feel Akio would have already been there. Two cyborgs and two other men. Some expanding details. I don't have the expanding details for this yet, so we're not going to give expanding details for that. Okay, so not expecting so many of you. Salvador quickly replied with a nervous smile. I was not sure what we were getting ourselves into, so I thought better safe. Sorry, it's okay. Blah blah. Akio calmly replied, "It's fine. We have plenty of room, and who knows, we may end up needing you all." Okay, so that part's reasonable. I feel that at some point we're gonna have to introduce the captain. I probably should have introduced it back there, but since I don't have that thought through it all, it's honestly not gonna happen right this second. So make sure to grab quarters. Then meet up at the galley on the dock above. Okay. Okay. The rest of the ship is cargo bays. I don't really know if I need that statement letting us know the rest of the ship is cargo bays. I'm not even sure if that matters. Okay, we all settled in to our new quarters. Okay, I arrived and looked over the station as I sat down with my friends. Oh, the situation. I was like, why would he sit down and sorry, I have the hiccups this morning a little bit. I literally was confused at what I was saying here. It made no sense for a second, so did throw me off. The two men with Salvador and the redhead. Okay, so we've got the two guys with Salvador. We know who they are. I really need to transfer all these people over into our notes this weekend just for the record. I think we need to also get that Avi Blake guy in there. We got soup and bread. Akia stood up, drawing our attention to him, saying, "We all want this to go as smoothly as possible, so simple ground rules, no causing problems." I feel I need to change this 3-day situation, you guys. I'm not a million percent 3 days is the right amount, and I've actually been thinking about having something else happen in there, but oh, and we didn't list the system. Ah, the blank system. I actually know what system it is now. I mean, I don't remember the second, so I'm gonna have to look that back up. Pretty sure we have that back here. I'll just find the system, you guys. By the way, this is going okay. It just honestly, I've never done a lot of revision type crap before on books like this, and I literally had not. This should be some a door. I literally though legit was not prepared for how much revisions really just totally throw a wrench in some stuff. And so now you've got me a little bit hesitant to make changes because honestly, the freaking changes we make echo through so heavy on this stuff that it's kind of like W frickin' TF. I didn't really think that that little change was going to impact having to rewrite so much stuff. I know that sounds kind of sad, but I mean, like, at this point, a small change, and we've only made a few changes, and I'm pretty much guaranteed going to have to rewrite huge sections of this crap. And so, just, for some reason, I pictured, okay, there it is. There's the system. And so, for some reason in my mind, when I was looking over everything and I was planning out the changes we needed, I thought that there was going to be much more, hey, we make a change here and we fix it a couple places, then, hey, I make a change here, we might as well freaking start ripping up everything after this and, yeah, that type of thing. Literally did not realize that was going to be the situation. And so, touche, now we know. If you revise something, huge, huge ripple effect throughout the entirety of whatever you're doing. I know. Y'all wanted to know that, right? Do we not have Salvador in there? Salvador, Salvador. Hold on, I just wanna. I must not have Salvador in here yet. That's why that's wrong because Salvador right there. Okay, there we have that fixed. Accio stood up, drawing our attention to him. I think that would be himself, but Accio stood up, drawing our attention to himself. I think we could just say drawing our attention. Accio stood up, drawing our attention, saying we okay, that's perfect. Okay, when we get there, the faster we get this done, the sooner we are back in safe space and the sooner we all get paid. He then sat down and started eating and visiting amongst his table. Okay, so um that part I'm happy with. I mean, obviously, more can put in there. The two men Salvador had brought, very close eye. Did they sit down with us or what? Bill, this is where we need to add the captain in, honestly. Let me go back here. Let's figure out where we can throw the captain in here, okay, guys? Two men with Salvador and the redhead set at our table. Okay, so Salvador's at our table, and Salvador's guards are at our table. But I didn't mention Akio's at a different table at all, huh? Okay, let me just go over this to fix this section because I feel that we've got a frickin' sloppy mess here. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Okay, I arrived and looked over the situation as I sat down with my friends at one of the 6 large tables. Okay, let's click this like this. Okay, as I arrived and looked over the situation. The galley. Okay, let me get some coffee in me and let me look over this. I want to fix this section real quick. I don't think we need to mention the galley's manned by robots. We can casual drop that in. Do we just want to call her the hot redhead? Yeah, we're gonna call her the hot redhead. Okay, I arrived and looked over the situation. My friends were sitting with Salvador, the hot redhead, and the 2 men he had brought with him. I'll probably change that hot redhead later on. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't think it matters that there's 6 tables in here. Do you guys agree? We've just got 2 of the men with Salvador and stuff sat at our table. We just took care of that, so we don't need that. Oh, Salvador's not at our table. Okay. Let's fix this through. My friends were sitting. Okay, boom. Okay, let's read back through that. Think we can get rid of this. Boom. Obviously, we could get rid of that. Okay. Salvador sat at Okay. Salvador sat at the captain's table. I don't think we had to mention the captain's there at that point. Pretty sure, but maybe we do. With Accio and his people. I'm going to change this Accio and his people, right? Maybe we leave that. I feel that describes what happened, but honestly, Salvador sat at the captain's table with Accio and his people. We'll leave that because I'm not super happy with that, but I mean, guys, big freaking cluster here. See, I have a crew member bringing them out food here. Not really sure that would be needed, but let's just pretend that crew members bring out food from here on out. Once we decide it needs to just be consistent, right? Akio stood up, drawing attention, saying we all want this to go as smoothly as possible. Simple go around rules, no causing problems. We all have 3 days, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to change that, before we arrive in the Trintari system. So get along. That I'm okay with. That's all normal. When we get there, the faster we get done, the sooner we get paid, in fact. Blah, blah. He sat down and started eating. He sat down, started eating and visiting amongst his table. Let's just go with this. Get rid of the he part. And just have Accio sat down. Okay. The two men Salvador had brought with him kept a close eye on the table he was at, making it apparent they were serious about watching over him. Okay, well, that's okay. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys are all having a great morning. I'm not quite all the way awake, and I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. I mean, we are slowly getting through this whole edit one. I already noticed some things I think I'm going to change in edit two. I think over the weekend I really need to come up with a better actual like worked out plan on how to do these revisions so it doesn't feel like just such a mess because honestly guys, when you don't have a lot of experience doing something like one it can be overwhelming, but two, my confidence level that we're doing it right is not as high as it would be if like this was like book number five, six, seven, or eight or something like that. Okay, the lack of talking was making me nervous, so I asked, "What do you think of things?" I guess that's a good general question, right? Things, what do you think of them? Trying to break the tension. The redhead smiled in a devilish manager. Manager. Don't know where I was going with that. I think everyone is just a little nervous right now, but things will calm down. Okay, so there we got her giving her name. You must be Sam. Detective path. Yeah, I'm Sam. What do you know about those guys with Accio? I don't know what I ate that my stomach's so pissed off gassy. It's not a happy camper though, I'm gonna just tell you guys. I'm Sam, what do you think about those guys with Accio? I almost feel we should develop more some kind of relationship before she's all ratting out stuff. But I mean, she's psychic, so I guess she knows what she's doing more than I do, right? He was more than just a little relieved when he noticed how many people came. I'm kind of, oh, and I don't know what the crap I'm doing that. There that is, fixed. Okay, so we've got that fixed. This is him asking if he can trust Akio. Well, Sam, I can't tell you. Oh, I can tell you, Akio does not seem to be plotting against us. Akio does not seem to trust the men with him. Akio is feeding them, but with contempt. The two cyborgs are keeping a very close eye on them, along with all of us. The woman with him is some kind of mage, but seems to have. I feel like I'm gonna change how that works. That's worded, but not right this second, maybe. Or maybe we should change it right this second. Okay, the two cyborgs are keeping a very close eye on them, along with all of us. Okay, Let's fix this. And then let's just write this girl's name in there because she would know and she's able to just give us the name. Do I really not have her name there? Okay, so let's go to story details. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. I have so much work to do this weekend on this crap just to get it right where I want it for moving forward. I think that if we get things all organized properly, though, I'm gonna just be Bree. Oh yeah, Bree. I remember we added Bree. Come on, Bjorn, Ethan, and Daniel. If you guys weren't ready to see all those dead people, you shouldn't have looked. Mia. Mia is who it is. Corporate mage. Okay. Let's go like this. Let's add new character. Mia. Corporate mage. Okay. Sorry, my ear itched. Seems Mia's really just focused on right here in this middle section. Kind of interesting. Okay, so we've got that. Notice, blah, blah. Start the level of confidence. Okay, oh, sorry guys. Let me fix this. The woman with him, comma, Mia. Is that's how I have it written? Yeah, Mia. Maya, Mia. I'm not really sure. I think this might be Maya, honestly. Just gonna be honest there. Hey, good morning, Fire Debug. I hope you're having a great day. Kicking butt so far today. I'm a little discombobulated. I'm still waiting to get enough coffee in me to be like competent at what I'm doing here, but right now we're going pretty good. Do you know that we're revised all the way up to chapter 6 at this point, you guys? And honestly, once I get how to revise down a little bit better, it'll probably go better. Like my freaking experience with revising books that I've wrote is zero of this kind because I've only wrote short little things before. Like this is an absolute. It does seem like it could be pronounced either way. Do you know, I don't think I've ever really known a girl with the name Mia or Maya personally. I mean, like, I've known people through people, like one person. You know what I'm saying? I actually never saw how they spelled their name because it was an indirect knowing them person. But, yeah, not a common name. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'm in a weird circle of people that don't have that name. Maybe I'm in the wrong region. I don't know. Let's figure this out. I'm gonna be honest though. Revision intimidates me more than I thought it was gonna, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. Uh, Revisions are crazy. Like, I actually when we I in my mind when I was like, oh, we're gonna start doing revisions, I thought just totally it was gonna be different for some reason. I didn't realize that hey, if I change something, it's gonna frickin' echo through. Yeah, Yeah, no, I agree. And just the amount it echoes through crazily affects things more than I was prepared. I mean, it's okay because now I'm a little used to it, but I had planned a lot of revisions, in which I'm still going to do a lot of them. But at this point, I'm attempting to figure out, well, how do I organize these revisions more to where I don't like make a revision, do all the changes for that revision, then make a revision and realize I need to change everything I just wrote. And that's part of it. Um, they definitely changed the story. Like I thought writing the story was going to be the biggest factor, and I'm not going to say it wasn't the biggest factor. And I thought the revisions were going to be small, subtle changes and stuff. But I'm going to be honest, frickin', you make a revision and certain like little details that you didn't realize echo through the whole rest of the story or have some kind of direct impact on a whole bunch of stuff. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, what the heck do I do? I need to change all of this. And I'm okay with that. I mean, hey, it sucks. I hope you're having a great day too. But I am honestly caught a little off guard by that because I just in my mind mentally I had not prepared myself for what a revision does. And I do understand kind of now a little bit better on how like you get a story down and after revision 6 it's a totally different story likely. I'm going to just um yeah. No, I totally get why though. At this point, like I get how a story can end up being a totally different story by the time you're done with revisions though. And that's okay. It just in my mind it wasn't going to be like that when I started doing them. I just like I don't want to lie to you guys and be like, "Oh, no, this is happening exactly how I thought it was going to play out." No. No, it isn't actually. And that's part of the fun. Honestly, I would be bored if it just like if it was the exact experience I was expecting. I would probably be disappointed. I hate to say that, you guys, but the fact that it's so different than I expected, I'm learning so much more than I expected to learn. Like just a lot more. That's just I'm gonna have to get new coffee too. Okay, so let's move forward. The woman with him, Mia, is some kind of mage, but she seems to have some kind. I really like the word some kind, you guys. I didn't realize. You guys ever realize that you use certain words? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I really feel I'm overly used. Okay. Let's just state it direct. But she has a barrier up. Like, we'll just be more direct on that. So it's hard to read her. Okay, I'm okay with that. That seems reasonable. Boom. This weekend I'm gonna get our other character written in here. I just haven't really, honestly, I just have no idea what I'm doing with them yet. I thought to myself, this girl is amazing. I do think that too. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, if girls were telepaths, we'd all have to watch our butt. Guys would be in trouble constantly. Our minds wander. I'm gonna just tell you guys that you think you want to get into somebody's head until you see what they see or think and stuff like that. I'm not a telepath, so I don't know this for sure. But I mean, like in my mind, Like it would be kind of a poke in the eye every time you like caught somebody's thoughts and you were like, oh, okay. Okay, I looked up to see her smile, realized she was still in my head. Did his friends already get up? I feel that this doesn't make sense. Did I have his friends get up? Okay, so right there, don't really think that this scene makes sense. So he sat down with his friends. Oh, guys, I really think that this scene needs some touchy touch. Okay, so by here, we're no longer thinking about the AI. That's one thing I can tell you. See, he already has direct access. See, this is where I do need to add a freaking chapter, guys. Okay, let me figure out how to add a chapter in here. This is a situation right here, because this isn't exactly what we want. So I need a chapter before this. Okay, let me figure out how to add a chapter. Add chapter. Add new chapter right here. Boom. Where did it add that new chapter? Anybody know? 27. What the heck is this? Is this the new chapter that just got added? Oh, I like this. You guys like how we're just moving it around and it's just doing movie stuff without. Okay. Pretty sure we were adding this in the chapter 9 or area. I right here, right? That's chapters. I guess I have to change the things myself later on. Guys, just crap on that. Is that what we're at now? Hey, good morning, Alec. I hope you're having a great day. Or is it Alley Cats? I think it's Alley Cats. I apologize. Okay, so let's get a synopsis down for what's going to happen during that chapter now. I mean, I think I've got it added. Who knows, though? Now let's go back to right. This is chapter 8 now. Boom. I probably should come up with names for these chapters, you guys. Hey, I do have water. Let me grab some of that. I've been super good about drinking water, honestly. I'm like happy with it. The thing I'm not happy about is, oh my God, the amount I've had to pee for drinking water is wildly out of control. I've been drinking 8 of these things, you guys. 8 of these things. Can you believe that crap? super, super healthy and all, but I mean, like, I'm gonna just be honest. Eight of them a day. Okay. So this, I laid there in bed. Oh crap. Really don't know if I should switch these out. It's going well. I've been working out every day twice. I've been reading freaking a book, drinking water, on a really good diet, honestly. I mean, I don't like to consider it a diet because diets fail. So I always like say that I'm in the middle of a good lifestyle choice change. But so far it's going freaking awesome, honestly. Minus the drinking water. So the other day, I mean, the drinking water's going well. It's just the reality is the other day I had to go to like a social event and I had been drinking frickin' water all day, right? So I'm sitting there and they're all like giving these frickin' speeches and talking and talking and talking. And all I could think is, I need you guys to shut up so I can go pee. Um, which I know is not probably the primary focus of everybody's universe, but I'm going to tell you, if you just sat there drinking 8 of these waters per day, you will not care what somebody has to say. Like you like have so many minutes before the next time you have to go to the bathroom again. And so I was not happy. And honestly, the speaker was a super good speaker, but like I literally just wanted them to shut up at one point. Yeah, that's literally how I feel. Like I drink my water and then I spend the rest of the day cycling the water through me. It is what it is. Honestly, this chapter 7, I'm not sure if it shouldn't be after this chapter 8 part and really be differently, but I guess let's decide that, right? So this speaker though, he spoke his whole speaky thing, and I asked the dude next to me, I'm like, you think he's almost freaking done, right? And I had to pee before, but and my buddies are like, yeah. Let me make sure I have sound. I like to make sure. So my buddy's all like, nah, he's almost done. This is the end of the thing. So I was like, oh, thank frickin' God, right? Um, so then the guy finishes and legitimately like decided to move it into, hey, I'm a speaker, but let me step on stage and continue this as a casual conversation with the audience. And all I thought is, dude, I frickin' am dying. Please, please just shut up. And so, yeah, that was fun. It's okay. I still just sat there and composed myself and breathed deep. I was like, and you have to use the restroom when you're breathing deep, when you're like using deep breath. Let me just hold this. I don't know if you guys have been in that situation. I've had to do that a couple times. Had to do it a couple times where you're like sick and you're like, oh my God, please just don't let me puke. Um, Before in life, not that many, but enough that I'm like, oh. But once you're deep breath in it to get through it, you're like, ooh. But I do feel that I am healthier drinking all that water and being all good about stuff. And I'm making pretty good salads, you guys. Honestly, my last couple salads that I made were freaking actually good enough that I would probably eat them even if I wasn't being all healthy. Okay. We're gonna just get rid of this part. What happens if I hit rephrase? Do you think that this will rephrase this for me? You guys want to click rephrase and see how this happens? What is all this crap? Moderated. I have ChatGPT 4. Oh, this is weird. You guys see this stuff? This is totally cool. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to figure out some of these other things we can do with this. Like this stuff right here. I honestly have no freaking idea what we're doing here. Does this not seem interesting though? Like something we need to understand how it works so we can use it? Feeling a little discombobulated here and don't understand what I'm doing here. General purpose. Can I tell it to do this? That the system prompt to edit, create personal copy. Am I in a read-only prompt? I thought I was not in a read-only prompt. Well, I don't know what I'm doing with that stuff, so let's get the heck out of that, okay, guys? Not touch things that we don't know what they are yet. Like, I'll figure that out later. But it looks like we could have freaking AI stuff help us on stuff there. I need to write this scene, so let's figure out what we're going to put in this scene. So. Okay, so that happens, blah, blah. Trying to figure out if that chapter 7 really needs to be like a chapter 9 or 8 or whatever, real quick. Because I know I want to add a new chapter in there. I just literally, I don't know where it best fits in. See how I didn't have his friends go away or anything, and he got up from the table and then went back to go to bed? And so I feel that I legitimately need to go back in there and change major parts of that scene. Yeah. See, I needed to have his friends get up from the table. I'm gonna be honest, guys. On top of that, I really feel that this does actually jump over here. Okay, so that settles it. Let's plan this. Let's grab this right here. Boom. Let's put that back at 7. This is now 8. That's going to be 9. I'm going to have to read through these. Gosh dang it. I've got this floating chapter that I don't know what to do with yet. What have we got ourselves into? Okay. I laid in bed, partially thinking about the AI Akio had blah blah. So this part we can get rid of all the way. Really curious about that expand crap. I think that this is going to have more stuff written into it. Okay, I arrived in the galley to see Kiara, or Chiara, I have no idea, sitting with Akio, Salvador, and Trag, along with the two cyborgs in Maya. Do we need the corporate mage part in there at that point? Who knows? Brandon, Blake, Ryan, Zach, and Sarah were awake. Think we can just, obviously they're awake if they're down there, right? So we can just say, we're already sitting at one of the tables eating breakfast and talking. I got my breakfast from the galley service android and joined them. Okay, we'll leave it that way for a second. Oh, I do need to fix that crap back here. So what did you and your friend? So let's find out why we didn't have his friends walk away real quick, and let's have them walk away. Okay, in that I notice you, A. Ship's main boarding area, blah, blah. Settle into our new quarters. Let's keep this consistent, and let's keep this a service android right here too. Galley service android. Okay. Just add a captain's table. Okay. Okay, let's read this. One of the ship's service androids brought us out food to eat. Okay, I'm okay with that. Akio stood up. We got that. Smiled, devilishly calm. I really thought at some point I would have had his friends get up in here. The lack of talking was making me nervous, so I asked, "What do you think of things?" Trying to break the tension. The redhead smiled. Okay, one by one, my friends finished their meals. Meal. Okay, so there we do have it. Now we're good. We fixed that conundrum. So I guess I did have his friends get up. Just leaving me and the redhead. Okay, good, good. The lack of talking was making me nervous. Okay, so it really is just him and this girl here. So that works out. That's fine. So we were happy with how that worked. I feel I need to expand this a little bit, but I'm honestly I don't really know what to expand it with yet. I do kind of want to know what the deal with this is. Like if I clip expand, what is this moderated? You guys see what I'm saying? And what does review do? Oh, good to know. I don't know what to say there. Character distribution by scene. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, guys. I'm not really sure. I don't know enough about that. Stopped at my friend's quarters, headed down to the galley, blah blah. Whole section of talky talk. I was done eating and knew I needed to make sure to create a link. Oh, guys, I really feel that we need to throw the chapter before this. Mm. Guys, I'm gonna need to plan this out a little bit better this weekend and really read through the whole thing. I haven't got a chance to read through it cohesively yet. So I have these chapters that are just floating now that I don't even know where to put them. And I'm going to just be honest. This seems to be an issue. I mean, it's not a big issue, but I actually do need to review over what the heck I'm doing before we move on too much. It does look like we're flying along though, right? This weekend I'm going to add a chapter in. Honestly, guys, at this point I don't know where to go with today because I don't know where to put chapter 8. I can tell you what chapter 8 is. It's him delving into the AI and learning more. I think that's delves correctly. Okay, so we know that that's going to happen. Do I know where this happens? Not yet. It's obviously in this area, but I don't know where. And so at this point, I'm at a loss of where to go for this morning. I'm going to have to get some more coffee in me. I really need to read through the whole of this to a much better level. And I still freaking want, yeah, it has to happen before this. So it is happening back here, guys. So somewhere back here, I'm going to put in the AI experience where he connects to the AI for the first time, actually, and we'll have to figure out what the heck. Because from here on, and plus I need to add a new character. Let's figure out our new character that we're adding. Um, okay. I'm just writing mage. He's just a magic user. We just don't know who he is. Or they are. How'd you spell Rory? Is Rory like that? You know what? We'll ask. I've never met somebody named Rory, just for the record. So that's kind of. I have heard the name though before. Rory. Girl's name Rory. Oh well, why is Rory a girl's name? It doesn't even mean it. Actually means a boy's name, but it's a popular girl's name. Rory Mage. Maybe we leave him a boy. Maybe we make it a girl. I don't know. That means ruler's son or red king. So I don't know where to go with that, but we've got Rory. I've got to figure out where to add Rory. Thank you. I was really having a hard time figuring out how to spell Rory correctly for some reason. So I'm gonna over the weekend figure out where we're writing Rory in and where we're putting in the AI experience type thing. Because honestly, I don't have a clue yet. I need to really read through this and figure out where the best place to write it in. There's a chance I'm hacking the crap out of some of these um, overall chapters to make this logical. I honestly, I just don't know at this point. Oh, it's your boss's name? Is your boss boy or a girl? Because I've only ever heard of Rory being used for girls, but when I just looked it up, it said it's a popular girl name, but it's actually Irish for Red King and the son of the king. In which I Oh, yours is a Mel. See, ours is probably going to be a Mel, honestly. I don't know yet. Who knows? We'll find that out. I'm going to go ahead and find somebody we can raid over to for this morning because I don't have my crap together well enough to know where to move to with what we're doing. I wish I did. I'm just going to be honest. Um, I'm going to see if anybody's doing Entropy Universe and actually playing. We've got Dragos. What is Dragos doing? What are you doing, Dragos? It looks like he's doing stuff because he's standing there with a sword somewhere. Let's cross our fingers, guys. Dragos 13. We'll cross our fingers that he's doing something exciting. I do want to thank you guys for hanging out all week and being just freaking amazing. I super appreciate it. You guys are amazing with your ideas and your thoughts. It really does help out a ton. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm hoping that over the weekend I can get my crap together where next week the revision process goes a lot smoother. It does look like I'm going to be able to get through these revisions relatively fast, especially once we have all the characters added, have all the actual chapters in, and organize the book the way it should be. But until I get actually some amount of skill points in doing what we're doing, it just a little bit crazy disastery. And so, but that should change slowly. Peace, very best wishes, and you guys stay epic.